my dear learners, for this course on heat transfer. In this module 3, we were discussing on thermal radiation. Now, moving ahead, in today's lecture, we are studying a new topic, that is radiation shields. Coming for radiation shields are plastic sheets coated on both sides with high reflecting materials which are employed between the surfaces in order to reduce the radiation heat transfer between the surfaces. The very important application of radiation shield is that it is popularly used in cryogenic containers, because as we all know, cryogenics deals with very low temperature, hence there will be a high temperature gradient between the environment and the cryogenic material like liquid nitrogens. So in order to reduce the radiation heat transfer or radiation heat loss, we will be using radiation shields in the cryogenic containers also. These radiation shields are plastic sheets which are coated with high reflecting materials on both sides, and moreover these radiation shields will not absorb or add energy to the system, just they will effectively increase the surface resistance. They will effectively increase the surface resistance between the surfaces, thereby they reduces the radiation heat transfer between the surfaces. Radiation shields never absorb or add energy to the system, just they will effectively increase the surface resistance. Hence, whatever radiation exchange taking place from surface 1 to radiation shields should be equal to the heat transfer taking place from shield to the surface 2. Just by effectively increasing the surface resistance, it will reduce the radiation heat exchange between the surfaces. Since it not absorb or add energy to the system, this is the balancing equation from heat balance. And if we don't have any radiation shield, then radiation heat transfer between the shields is given by this expression which you people already know. Whereas if I insert the radiation shield, then the heat transfer between the two surfaces with radiation shield is given by this expression. This expression can be easily obtained by equating Q13 is equal to Q32. If you redraw this equation and solve, you will get this equation very easy. With this very brief introduction to radiation shield, let us clearly understand how effective is this radiation shield by solving two numerical problems in today's lecture. The problem number 1 states that two large parallel planes are at 1000 Kelvin and 600 Kelvin. Determine the heat exchange per unit area. If the surface are black, if the hot one has an emissivity of 0.8 and cooler one of 0.5, if a large plate is inserted between these two having an emissivity of 0.2, what is the temperature of this large plate, and also find the percentage reduction in heat transfer with this large plate. So if I list out the data given for the problem, we have the data specified as there are two large planes are at 1000 Kelvin and 600 Kelvin. Let us take it as T1 is equal to 1000 Kelvin and T2 is equal to 600 Kelvin. First one is asking to determine the heat exchange per unit area, that is Q1 to 2 per unit area is equal to question mark if the surfaces are black. We know that for a black surface emissivity is 1, so therefore epsilon 1 is equal to epsilon 2 is equal to unity for black surfaces. Second one is asking if the hot one epsilon 1 has an emissivity of 0.8 and cold one epsilon 2 is of 0.5, what is the heat flux Q12 per area. And third one is asking a large plate is inserted between the plates, two parallel plates having the emissivity of, let us take the emissivity as emissivity 3 as 0.2. A very important note is that this radiation shield need not be having same emissivities on both the sides. There might be different emissivity. You should be careful whether he has given the same value or different value. For this problem, he has specified it as 0.2. Therefore, we can take it as both the sides have the emissivity of 0.2 itself. What is the temperature of this plate? T3 is equal to question mark, and what is the percentage reduction with the insertion of radiation sheet. Let us solve this problem. If we move for solution, we have the heat transfer without sheet is given by Q122 is equal to sigma A T1 to the power of 4 minus T2 to the power of 4 divided by 1 by epsilon 1 plus 1 by epsilon 2 minus 1. So now he is asking us to calculate the flux. So therefore Q122 by area will become, we know the value of sigma, which is 5.67 into 10 to the power of minus 8 Stefan's Boltzmann's constant. Always remember, for radiation problems, always temperature should be in Kelvin. Very, very important. So T1 is known, which is 1000. T2 is given as 600 divided by, for black surfaces, emissivity is 1. So therefore 1 plus 1 minus 1, 2 minus 1 will be unity. So therefore the flux by treating the surfaces as black will be 5.67 into 10 to the power of minus 8 into 1000 to the power of 4 minus 600 to the power of 4. So if I solve, I will get the answer as 49,351.68 watts. So in kilowatts it is 49.35 kilowatts. So in watts it is 49,351.68. Now moving for the second one. So Q122 by area without sheet is given by sigma T1 to the power of 4 minus T2 to the power of 4 divided by 1 by epsilon 1 plus 1 by epsilon 2 minus 1, which is equal to 5.67 into 10 to the power of minus 8, 1000 to the power of 4 minus 600 to the power of 4 divided by 1 by 0.8 plus 1 by 0.5 minus 1. So therefore I will get the answer as, this answer is divided by 1 by 0.8 plus 1 by 0.5 minus 1. So which is nothing but 21,934 watts or 21.934 kilowatts. Now moving for the third question, he is asking to calculate the temperature. We know that since the radiation sheet will not absorb or add energy to the system, just it will provide the effective surface resistance. So therefore the radiation exchange between the surface Q13 by area, the flux should be equal to Q322 by area. This you people already know, which I clearly explained. So therefore if I substitute and solve, I am going to get, we have here, I will get sigma T1 to the power of 4 minus T3 to the power of 4 divided by 1 by epsilon 1 plus 1 by epsilon 3 minus 1. This must be equal to sigma T3 to the power of 4 minus T2 to the power of 4 divided by 1 by epsilon 3 plus 1 by epsilon 2 minus 1. So therefore if I substitute and solve, I can cancel off the Stefan's Boltzmann's constant on either side. Hence I left out with T1 is 1000 to the power of 4 minus, I don't know the value of T3 to the power of 4 divided by 1 by epsilon 1 is 0.8 given plus 1 by epsilon 3 is 0.2 minus 1 is equal to T3 to the power of 4 minus 600 to the power of 4 divided by 1 by 0.2 plus 1 by 0.5 minus 1. So therefore, if I solve, I will get the value of T3 as the value of T3 is turning out to be let me solve the denominator first. 1 by 0.8 plus 1 by 0.2 minus 1 is turning out to be 5.25, and this is turning out to be 6. So therefore, if I solve, I will get the answer as 6 into 1000 to the power of 4 minus alpha x to the power of 4 is equal to 5.25 into alpha x to the power of 4 minus 600 to the power of 4. If I solve, I will get the answer as 877.83 Kelvin. The answer is 877.83 Kelvin. Now, in order to determine the percentage reduction, I should find the value of Q with shield. So therefore, continuing the question number 3, let us find Q122 by area heat flux with shield. Heat flux with shield is given by sigma T1 power 4 minus T2 power 4 divided by 1 by epsilon 1 plus 1 by epsilon 3 minus 1 plus 1 by epsilon 3 plus 1 by epsilon 2 minus 1. So therefore, if I substitute and solve, I will get the answer as sigma is 5.67 into 10 to the power of minus 8 into T1 is 1000 to the power of 4 minus T2 is 600 to the power of 4 divided by 1 by epsilon 1 is 0.8 plus epsilon 2 is 1 by 0.2 minus 1 plus 1 by 0.2 plus 1 by 0.5 minus 1. So if I solve, I will get the answer as 4386.816 watts. So therefore, the final answer is percentage reduction in heat transfer is equal to heat flux without shield minus heat flux with shield divided by heat flux without shield into 100. So if I solve, I will get the answer as Q122 by A without shield is 21,934 minus with shield is 4,386.816 divided by 21,934, which is turning out to be 21,934 minus 4,386 divided by 21,934 will yields us a value as 0.80. So therefore, the solution for the problem is 80%. You can observe just by inserting an radiation shield, the radiation heat exchange between the surface is reduced by 80%. So this is the solution for problem number 1. Let me pause this video for a while so that people can copy it down. Later we will solve problem number 2. Next, moving ahead, the problem number 2 states that a radiation shield is provided between two large parallel iron plates to reduce heat transfer between them by 8 times. If the emissivity of the iron is 0.65, what is the emissivity of the shield material? Let us solve this problem. So if I move for solution, we have two large parallel iron plates. So therefore, the radiation between them without shield. So radiation heat transfer between them without shield will be area times sigma T1 to the power of 4 minus T2 to the power of 4 whole divided by 1 by epsilon 1. Epsilon 1 is given as 0.65 plus epsilon 2 is also 0.65 because both the plates are made up of iron material. So hence I will get the value as A sigma T1 power 4 minus T2 power 4 divided by 1 by 0.65 plus 1 by 0.65 minus 1, which is nothing but 2.0769. Next, if I move ahead, we have radiation heat transfer between the plates with shield will be, with shield is given by A sigma T1 power 4 minus T2 power 4 divided by 1 by epsilon 1 plus 1 by epsilon 3, that is shield material, minus 1 plus 1 by epsilon 3 plus 1 by epsilon 2 minus 1. So therefore, if I substitute and solve, I will get the answer as A sigma T1 power 4 minus T2 power 4 divided by 1 by 0.65 plus 1 by epsilon minus 1. Thus take the shield epsilon as epsilon itself. Next we have 1 by epsilon plus 1 by 0.65 minus 1. So we will get the answer as A sigma T1 power 4 minus T2 power 4 divided by 1 by 0.65 minus 1 plus 1 by 0.65 minus 1, which is nothing but 1.0769 plus 2 by epsilon. Plus 2 by epsilon. Now it states that we want to reduce the heat transfer between them by 8 times. So reduce the heat transfer by 8 times. So which means that the heat transfer with shield multiplied by 8 is equal to heat transfer without shield. So, or in other words, Q12 with shield is equal to 1 by 8 times, reduced by 8 times. So therefore it is 1 by 8 times Q without shield. Q without shield. So therefore if I use this, I will get the answer as, we have 8 is equal to, or I can write Q without divided by Q with shield is equal to 8. So therefore if I take the ratio of these two equations, a sigma t1 power 4 minus t2 power 4 will get cancelled. So numerator is without shield, so it goes denominator as 2.0769 and the numerator will become 1.0769 plus 2 by epsilon. This is equal to 8. So therefore 1.0769 plus 2 by epsilon will be equal to 8 times 2.0769, which is nothing but 16.6152. So therefore emissivity of the material will be this answer minus 1.0769 and 2 divided by answer will be 0.1287. So if I use a material of emissivity 0.1287, then I can reduce the heat transfer between these plates by 8 times. So this is the complete solution for problem number 2. That completes our discussion on radiation sheets. That's all from this lecture. Thank you all.